Have you ever been down in the dumps, always feeling helpless or worthless? No matter what you do, you just can't seem to be happy. Well, if you have ever felt that way, this could be a sign of depression. Depression is a medical condition that affects how you think and behave, and the way you feel and function. It is one of the most common mental health problems and is faced by over 121 million people worldwide. Here are many symptoms of depression. This can range from mild to severe, that symptoms you that could possibly experience. First, feeling sad and alone, loss of interest, change in appetite like weight loss or gain unrelated of dieting, troubling in sleeping or sleeping too much, loss of energy, feeling worthless or guilty, lastly in thought of death and suicide. According to 2010 statistic from Samaritans, if you feel those things, this may affect your work, interest in activities, and quality of life. This devastating and destructive state has a negative impact on the individual. It drains energy, evaporate optimism and enthusiasm, and paralyze hope. It destroys the world and substantially the pleasure of living. It may lead to repetitive suicide, thoughts that can end self-destructive. I have given you a quite few examples of symptoms of depression. Now I'm going to tell you how to get depression treated properly and also how to prevent it. According to webmd.com, it can help prevented by the help of professional counseling, getting enough sleep, getting well exercise regularly, getting regular medical checkups, and see your provider if you don't feel right. The world right now is in the middle of the mental health crisis. It's estimated almost half of the population suffers from depression at some stages throughout their life. Rather than join the queue, it's important we learn why we get down and then how we change it. It's because, believe it or not, we create our own negative feelings, and we can also ensure that we turn our lives around and be positive change of others. Depression is a hidden trait that should be a must, and it will require the help of everybody to do so. Did you know that depression affects all of us? Did you also know that depression is a sickness that needs to be treated? That is not something that you just brush off and say, be positive, don't be sad. According to the DSMB, that every serious medical condition, it is also very common. It is a persistent feeling of sadness that usually do not go away even after 2 weeks. Don't solve the problem by creating another problem. In high school, one reason why students got depressed are because of low grades or fail of level. Know that this can be remedied by studying more efficiently and facing another person to love. In sum, we need to be aware and accepting all the people with depression. Know that it exists and the solutions are available to remedy that situation. I want you to know that no matter what you do or what you are in life, no matter how low you have sunk, no matter break your situation, this is not the end. This is not the end of your story. This is not the final chapter of your life. I know it may be hard right now, but if you just share it or hang in the stick it out, stay with me for a little while, then you will find that this dull moment will pass, and if you are committed to using this pain, use it to build your character. Finding a greater meaning for the pain, you will find that in time, you can turn your life around and help others going through these same struggles. The reason everyone get depressed always comes down to the consistent thought we think and the consistent belief that we hold. If I believe I'm fat, if I believe I'm thin, horrible, ugly, unworthy of love, I will most likely become depressed or have depression thoughts. The point here is that anyone that is depressed is because there is an external factor that they have lost something outside of their control. or don't have anything or something that is out of their control. The only way of this to stop comparing yourself to others. Must value yourself. You're enough. To take time every single day to work on it. To engage in something that will ensure you are positive influence the world. This of course doesn't mean life will suddenly be perfect. But if your mind is strong, if your mind is at peace, then others will look at you. Not with pity, but with hope. Because your strength will become their hope. You really can be powerful. You can ditch the victim story. You can leave the pain behind and focus on how you will react next positively. Take the step to ensure you will be in a better position next time or next step. And soon, you will be the top of the staircase. Don't give up. You are worthy. You are more than worthy. You deserve to experience how great life is or how life can be. And you owe it to the world to be positive change for others. To inspire others who will look to you and say, he did it, she did it, and I can do it too. Remember this. You can do anything you want. Carry on. Don't feel bad for yourself. Because you're beautiful, you're smart, you're strong, you're enough. Create awareness and fight depression. Which are more likely experiencing depression? It's either men or women. It has been widely documented that there are gender differences in depression prevalence, which women experiencing major depression is more often than men. Adults aged 18 to 29 and those aged 65 and over were more likely to experience mild symptoms of depression. A higher percentage of adults aged 45 to 64 experience moderate symptoms of depression compared with those aged 30 to 44 and 65 and over. Women are nearly twice as likely as men to be diagnosed with depression, but this can occur at any age. Some mood changes and depressed feelings occur with normal hormonal changes. According to one large-scale 2017, found that these gender differences emerge starting at age 12 with girls and women. There are several risk factors have been studied that might account for gender differences in rate of depression. Depression disorders in women coincide with the reproductive years between age of 25 to 44 years of age. Which hormonal risk factor may play a role? The fact that women can experience mood disorder associated with their menstrual cycle, such as premenstrual dysphoric disorder, and also point that the relationship between female sex hormones or mood. Evidence suggests that throughout their lifetimes, women may experience more stressful events and greater sensitivity to them than men. Adolescent girls tend to report more negative life events than boys, usually related to their relationship with their parents and peers and higher level of distress related to them. Researchers have also suggested that there may actually no differences in prevalence between men and women. Some research indicate that not only may men experience depression differently than women do, but depression among men can also be underdiagnosed. Men tend to experience symptoms such as anger, irritability, sleep disturbances, and sometimes use. They're also more likely to describe depression symptoms as stress rather than feeling of sadness. That's why it's very important for parents, teachers, family, and even friends or for all people to be aware of depression. At this moment, many people are now suffering inside without having somebody there to support and when they're feeling down. Nobody deserves this type of feeling, but we believe it's given to those who are strong and could fight till the end. So let's talk something to be more to help us on how to fight depression, especially for those women who highly experiencing this. Reach out for support from friends and family. look into stories of others people who have successfully gotten over depression. Make sure you eat enough food. Eat 3 balanced meals even you feel down. Then lastly, learn about depression. That more person know about depression, the more empowered that will be find a treatment that works for them. It's also important for people to get to know their own symptoms and warning sign to so that they can so that they are feeling or so that if they feeling worse, knowing this can help people avoid or manage triggers which may reduce future depressive episodes. Educating friends and family members can also help, as loved ones can watch out for warning signs and support you when person is having a difficult time. So always remember, it's okay not to be okay. You can do anything. Just take a deep breath and fight till the end.